Nuke incoming!
So I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not ready for this game. I am not ready for this game. Oh my god. And it's been a while. Since that we actually played this game. Now, for those who don't remember, this game came out around 2017, only for the PC. By the way, hi everybody, this is Robert, Novakast, playing some more games. And we'll be playing Doki Doki Literature Club, or Literature Club Plus. Now, first off, just to give a quick backstory of this game. This game was a complete and utter mind fuck. And I'm not over-exaggerating that. This game was a complete and utter mind fuck. Especially with the cutesy exterior. Like, kind of, to some extent, kind of, taking people out of their comfort zone and then just kind of gut punching them repeatedly. This game came out, or at least the original version came out, I want to say close to 2017, 2016, I believe. I could be wrong on that. But, yeah, it came out around that time. And it fucked with a lot of people, myself included. If I had my old channel, I'd probably showcase some of the stuff that caused me to yell in my mic because of this game. Now, to a large degree, this is a psychological horror. Like, no doubt about that. And I think the thing that really drew people in was due to the fact that this game literally starts off, or at least the first thing you see with this game, again, is the cutesy exterior, as well as, make it seem like it's happy-go-lucky, and then you see the warning sign that says this game may, basically saying that it's not suitable for young children, which a lot of people were kind of confused about at first, and then they played the game, and at first it seems like everything's good, and then everything goes to shit. And then you realize, make it seem like it's happy-go-lucky, and then you see the warning sign that says this game may, basically saying that it's not suitable for young children, which a lot of people were kind of confused about at first, and then they played the game, and at first it seems like everything. This game it will fuck with you. Truly. But, ever since this game was released, the original version, we have, or at least now have, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. It is revamped. I guess the artwork was updated. There's quite a few things different. It's on the PS5, which is weird. And I'm kind of curious as to what they did to make it be on the PS5, because there are certain functions, I should say, that were exclusive to PC, so I'm kind of curious of what they planned, or what they did differently with this to make it exclusive to, or make it available to consoles. So, without further delay, let's get into this. Even though I've been delaying it for almost 4 minutes. Let's go. Let's just go. Not happy about it, but let's go. Freaking Monica. 20468. 20468. 20468. Wait, what the fuck? All the characters are over the age of 18. In case you have some creepy fucker. Alright, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh, that is just like the old... Yeah, that is the old intro with the old artwork. That's cool. Individuals suffering from anxiety and depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review details detailed content warning which contains spoilers. Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Yes to spoilers, no to spoilers. Because for those who have not played this game yet, I don't want you guys getting spoiled. I'm a terrible person. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure to highly disturbing content. I agree. Okay. Once again, not suitable for children. Again, and this is... I'm not... Yeah, okay, so... Text speed... I love the music, though. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm fucking it up. Again, and... this is... I'm not... Yeah, okay, so... Text speed... I love the music, though. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm fucking it up. Again, and... why aren't you gonna play the game? Oh, ye who know little of everything that's about to happen. Let's go. Please enter your name. Okay. Let's call ourselves... Novakast. Which I think was the... used. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. It also has an auto setting. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Novakast. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hee hee. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, as we draw near the streets, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Right. By the way, Novakast, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, or will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry too or so much about me makes me want to ease my mind at least a little bit. Even if she does over-exaggerate things, or everything inside of her head. Okay. Just out of curiosity, settings. Exit DDCL. Just let's save for a second. Earn the No trophy. Might as well save. Wait, no, that one. Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, because they do something really interesting. So. Okay, so I did hear about this. So, in addition to the PC component of the original game, they did something differently, where apparently we're following something called Metaverse, or Metaverse Enterprise Solutions. So email, so periodically you have to check the emails, pictures. So we got pictures, so we got the wallpaper, we got the Doki Doki Literature Club regular image. We got the image of Sayori, Natsuki, I cannot remember the other girl, well, obviously Monica, Yori, and Natsuki. I think that's, so, Sayori, Natsuki, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. So we got the house, the residential area around the protagonist and Sayori's house. Okay. Then music. We got Doki Doki Literature Club. We got, which I may download some of the music, thinking about it. But periodically I'll check emails and stuff. So settings, we got the settings here. Data collection 2. And supposedly there's secrets too, from what I've heard, as we progress through the game. Oh, side stories. So the side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. You get all 6 stories, or side stories. Try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in Doki Doki Literature Club. All right, so we'll be doing. I'll be, kind of mixing and matching everything. So let's go back to Doki Doki Literature Club. All right. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Facing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hee hee. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I wonder if it's a damn good cupcake. It must be. To, sign out your time for a literature club. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of a school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Alright, girl 1, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Novakast. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I don't know why I add words to reading sometimes. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Okay. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Novakast. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Novakast. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is no space next to Monika, or one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still sitting awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri walks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, the tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. There's a particular tea that I've been drinking that is actually really good. Especially, and I know there's proper etiquette to certain teas, but with this one that I've been drinking, I need to look it up, and I'll look it up at some point and mention it in one of the next videos. But the way I drink it is with a little bit of almond milk and a little bit of honey. It is so freaking good. Again, when I get the best chance I get, I'll look it up. But anyway, so I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, or we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Alright, Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Huh, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that your book must be worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Novakast, what kinds of books do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't have a good way to answer that. Actually, funny thing is, me personally, recently, besides reading crappy books from other content creators, wink wink, I'm actually, like, no joke, and I might do a reading of it for the channel, reading the macabre stories of H.P. Lovecraft. I love H.P. Lovecraft as a horror writer. Really cool. But anyway, continuing. Manga. Also manga, too. Which, that reminds me, I need to finish reading Oh My Goddess, as well as continue reading Beastars, and a variety of other ones. But anyway, wait, go back. Did I fuck up? Okay, so I screwed up, so I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Okay. She looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Same. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes you think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you're writing your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your reading or readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to... Yeah, no. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Novakast? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All the girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Novakast, you all... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came up for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the meeting so we can share, or we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Novakast, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuko clean up their food. Hey Novakast, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Oh, that's right, Sayori and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Okay. With that, the two of us departed the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps. I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, time to write a poem. Then pick words. Okay, so I'm gonna save here. And I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and peace.